and welcome back to my channel. It's not a cooking video, I'm just in my kitchen, felt like a change of scenery, and the lighting is really good in here. This week we are once again talking about online presentations, online meetings as well. And we're talking about how to start them. How to start an online meeting or presentation. The start of your meeting, your presentation is the most important part of it. If it's a bad start, people will instantly think this is going to be crap and they'll switch off. But if you start well, if you start strong, you'll engage your audience and they will give you their full attention. As always, please do subscribe to my channel and please do let me know in the comments below if there are any topics you would like me to cover. On that point, for those of you who've asked me to create videos that are talking about the more technical aspects of presenting online and in particular hosting online meetings, that video is coming very soon, hopefully next week. But for now, let's get started with this very important topic of how to start your online presentation or meeting. The first point is this. It's a simple one, but it is important. It's about planning and preparation. Without a doubt, people simply do not put enough time into planning and preparing online content. I think you will probably agree. From what I have seen, it's just got worse and worse. I think online presenting, online meetings, initially at the start of what we're all going through at the moment were great, but they are getting worse and worse. In fact, I'm being really kind. I think most of them are crap. But anyway, I think at the start of this, people put more emphasis into planning and preparing content, and we've kind of got a bit lazy with it. So that's my first point here. Do not underestimate the importance of planning and preparation. It makes all the difference to the content that you're delivering. So by planning and preparation, I mean really understanding what the point of the presentation or the online meeting is and referring to that constantly as you prepare your content. So planning and preparation will make a huge difference to the start of your presentation because you will feel great about it and that will show to your audience. Secondly, think about your audience. At the start of your presentation, the audience are thinking, what's in it for me? Why should I care? Your audience turn up with expectations, and if you don't deliver, then I'm afraid you failed. You must think about your audience. You must think about the person who sat at the other end of that tiny, tiny lens that you're presenting to on your computer screen. And when you think about the audience, you need to think about what they want, what they need, and what they're expecting. And you need to deliver those things. You need to really create your content as if you're performing it to an audience. You need to forget about the fact when you're online that you are literally by yourself and you're getting no eye contact, which I know is very difficult to do. And you need to imagine when you're presenting or when you're hosting an online meeting that there are actually people watching on the other end of this. So really, really think about your audience. The audience hold the key to your success. If you think that you've done a great job, but your audience think you are crap, well, I'm afraid you failed. But if the audience think you're great right from the start of your presentation, then you've won. Tip number 3 is a pretty simple one, but makes a massive difference. Have a welcome slide, a little bit like this. It doesn't need to be complicated, but simply a welcome, maybe asking people to mute their microphones if you want them to, or simply just saying, I'm going to wait until everybody is logged in online and then we'll begin. It's a really nice way to start a presentation. It also means that the audience instantly know that you are organized. And that's another point. If the audience feel like you have made the effort, then they will make the effort in return. They see that this is professional, that somebody's thought about this content, then instantly that makes them up their game too. But if you start with that horrible, messy thing where people are logging in, logging out, you're there asking who's online, that horrible start where you can waste so many minutes on that crap, your audience will just switch off and you'll lose them. So having a slide is simple, but really, really effective. And on that note, when you do have a slide, make sure it's full screen as well. Now, not surprisingly, there is a theme here, and it is all about the audience. So my next tip is about just that, and it's about thanking the audience as soon as you start. Saying to people, thank you so much for attending. Now, to make the best use of your time, this is what I'm going to do. So by doing those two things, not only are you first thanking people, which is just really nice from an audience's point of view. I mean, how many people are thanked for attending this online content? Not many. So if you get that out immediately, it's a really nice thing for the audience to hear. It's another reason for them to want to listen. And then secondly, by saying the phrase to make the best use of your time before you tell them what you're going to do, is again another way of making them feel that you understand them. You understand their time is important and you are going to make the best of it. So everything you've done from the planning and preparation to this point is for the audience. And they will know that and they will respect that and they will give you their full attention because of that. And then my final point really leads on from that last one. You're saying to the audience to make the best use of your time. I'm going to deliver this, this, and this, or I'm going to talk about this particular thing, or we're going to discuss this topic. Audiences like to know where they're going. They like to know why they are here. Again, remember, the audience are immediately thinking, what's in it for me? What's the point in this? Do I rate this person? They're thinking all of these things as soon as they attend this online meeting or online presentation. So by telling the audience what they're going to get, you will immediately get their focus, get their attention. They understand why they're here, why they are attending. They feel like the content has been created for them and they're going to listen, which, as I always say, is the whole point in all this stuff. Now, to achieve these things, you really, really have to put yourself in the position of the audience. You have to start thinking less of yourself as a presenter and a host in terms of what I want to deliver, what I want to do, this is what I want to say, and more about what your audience wants. And as soon as you start using language like to make the best use of your time and thank you all for attending, the audience understand that you're thinking about them, and that's a big gift that you can give the audience, and it just immediately makes them want to listen, makes them want to care, and it makes them like you as well. Thank you for watching, and as always, please do subscribe to my channel and please let me know if there are any topics you would like me to cover with regards to presenting online, presenting in meetings, presenting at events, although clearly that won't be happening for a while, but anything to do with presenting on camera, the whole thing. I can cover all sorts of topics, so yeah, let me know down below. I look forward to seeing you again next week. Thanks for watching that video. I hope you found it useful. If you did, here's a link to some more. Please do subscribe because I'll be uploading videos weekly.